This camp in Tanganyika province is home to thousands, some of the 4.5 million people displaced by interethnic violence and fighting with rebel groups. Nguisha Louisa came here 3 years ago. She's desperate, with few prospects and even fewer options. But one thing is clear, she can't go home.
They were killing us with arrows. We had no choice but to come here, even though people here have not always been kind to us. But we stay in these terrible conditions. We can't do anything as long as the fighting continues in our village.
The United Nations describes the situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo as a forgotten crisis, so serious and on such a scale that the UN's humanitarian chief is there to try to get the world to take notice. The UN warns millions will starve if they don't get help. Mark Lowcock is calling on nations to act at a donors meeting in Geneva next month.
The situation is very bad, and the single biggest problem we have is we're short of funds to meet the needs of these people, both the immediate life-saving needs, food and shelter, water, healthcare and so on, but also the things we need to do to give them a chance to rebuild their lives, to get their children back into school.
Many of those caught up in the violence complain the government does little to keep them safe. But President Joseph Kabila is grappling with his own crisis. He refused to step down when his 2 terms in office came to an end in 2016. Under an agreement brokered by the Catholic Church, Kabila was allowed to stay on, provided new elections were held in 2017. That deal wasn't honoured, and simmering frustration spilled onto the streets last month. Opposition supporters were killed. Congolese authorities now say elections will be held in December, but Kabila's opponents say it's just more delay tactics. Many are looking to the Catholic Church for leadership. In a country where its members make up about half of the population, the Church holds some sway. Leaders have called on the faithful to gather on Friday to remember those killed and to keep pressure on Kabila to give up power. But a resolution seems a long way off. As long as the political turmoil continues, there is little prospect of security and stability improving. Mereana, Al Jazeera.